Good morning! It's now 6:17 in the morning and we are on our way to Mauritius. We just checked in. I can't believe I have so much energy in the morning because I'm not a morning person at all. But one thing on me, if it's for a trip here, overexcited.
This hotel is the Intercontinental Hotel and it's a 5-star hotel. When I tell you, I can't believe we managed to get a place like this because we booked this entire trip last minute. I booked everything through Flight Center, the hotel, the flights, the transfers, and they did an amazing job. So we managed to get this hotel at a discounted price because they were busy building and upgrading rooms. So I'm guessing that's why this hotel still had space. This was during the school holidays, so almost every hotel in Mauritius was fully booked out. The flights were completely sold out and we ended up having to fly first class, which we paid a lot for, but we really wanted to come. Luckily, we saved some money with the hotel because it was at a discounted price and this room was stunning. It was so big for a hotel room. I honestly could not wait to get into this bath because we don't have a bath at home, so I was super excited. It was so nice and clean and it had everything we needed. So much space for our bags and clothing, and we actually had a sea view room which we didn't know we're getting. I thought we're just gonna get like a normal garden view room, but like I said, they were busy building, so I think we just struck some luck with this one. Like I said, we booked everything through Flight Center. This is not a campaign, this is not an ad, we paid the full amount, but this is my second time using them. We also booked with them for our honeymoon, and I just really like how they do things. Like they send you follow-up emails and they send like your entire schedule written out neatly, and I think their work is just super neat. And especially like with traveling, you want your stuff well organized, you don't want to be unsure about anything, so that's why I really like using them.
It's our first day in Mauritius and I'm not gonna lie, this time difference is really eating us up because we were supposed to wake up at 8 this morning, but it's a 2-hour time difference, so 8 is actually 6 by us. So we could not wake up at all. Then we woke up at 10, which is actually 8. And we were still tired. We went to breakfast, we were late. The breakfast was closing. En nou? Waar? Nou kom ons gaan dan toe. Nou kom. So our resort is super quiet. Like it feels like we're the only people here. Yeah, so we are looking for the vibe. We're gonna make the vibes on our own. And we were booked for things to do tomorrow. So today we're just gonna be chilling here. Ons nodig sunblock. This is where we will be chilling for the day. It's so beautiful. So today is gonna be our lazy day. Hopefully we can adjust to the time today and stop like being so lazy and tired. Het jy gekry? Oh, waar is die sunblock? By auntie in die winkel. Oh. Yeah, so now we're gonna play some, what is die ping pong? And besig paddle. Gonna play some table paddle. Hoe gaan ons nou maak? This is my outfit for day 1 in Mauritius. My hair really looks dirty, that's why I'm wearing the cap because it's quite humid here, even though I washed my hair yesterday. And look at my cute shoesies. I even got the ankle bracelet and everything. yeah, so this is the first outfit. Guys, today we are just gonna chill at the beach and chill at the resort. We're not gonna do much, but the set is from Shein. Even the shoes are from Shein. This hat I bought at Cotton On, and it's really nice. It really keeps the sun out of your face. Yeah, day one, let's go. Jason, wat voor jullie? Maak je hollen? Ai.
What we quickly came to learn is that our hotel was not only not vibey, there was almost no one there, and everyone that was there only came out at night because they had like really cool shows, they had fire shows, they had dances, and it was there every night. I think this resort is more for like families, older people, because like I said, the ocean here wasn't really swimmable. So it's more like just for relaxing next to the pool, or with your kiddies playing in the kiddie pool, or the little splash beaches that there were. Like you could literally only walk up until your knees and you can't really go further because there was rocks. So yeah, this one was a bit boring for, you know, a young couple, but for a family, definitely.
Ga jij de intro doen? Oké, so tel voor hulle want we gaan ons vandag.
Goeiedag sê mense.
In Engels?
No, dat is.
Okay, Afrikaans is fijn, dan moet ik maar translate.
Ja, so ons is bietjie in Mauritius. En ons het besluit ons gaan vandag 'n bietjie explore. Hy is my enigste Engelse woord. So ja, ons gaan maar net bietjie, ons het iemand gehuur om vir ons bietjie rond te wys. So ons gaan maar net bietjie gaan kyk na die plekkies en ja, gaan sommer ons deur die dag. Cheers, bye-bye.
So, today we're going to the south of Mauritius, the entire bottom half of the map basically, and we're going to go see some of the tourist spots. And yeah, it looks so pretty here. I didn't know that everyone here is basically French, but they actually speak Creole, hoe sê jy?
French. Ek is mos eintlik French. Sy weet mos hoekom.
So a lot of people here, when they see our name on the sheets, they assume it's French people coming. And then when we come, they're like, oh, I thought you were French because the surname is Papier. Then as soon as we speak, they're like, oh, we can hear you from South Africa. So yeah, we're gonna go exploring today. I'm very excited. Let's do a little bit of a fit check for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys the full outfit when we get out. It's Sunday today and we are just gonna relax a bit. Yesterday was quite tiring, even though we didn't do much, but I'll chat about all of that now. I just got me some room service because we went for a massage now. And yo, they oiled us up. I feel like I've never had so much oil on my body before in my life. So I came back to the room and I took a shower. And Ambrose decided to go to gym. So he's gonna work the oil off at the gym and then go sit in the sauna. And I just took a hot shower, washed my hair. And my food just came, so I'm gonna eat. I'm starving. We were gonna do something today, but we are doing something again tomorrow. So we were like, you know what? Let's just have a resort day today and chill. I literally said we can have a movie night and just chill in the room because I'm just so tired. So now I feel refreshed. I need to like sort out my clothes and stuff. It's all over the place because we've just been like in the room for max 5 minutes over the past 2 days. So it's a mess. Tommy! Sorry, I just brought my cool drink. So yeah, today is a bit of a relaxation day, and also I'm gonna chat to you guys about everything so far, or my experience so far. Okay, now I'm all settled in. I got me some chicken Alfredo pasta. and a Pepsi Max, a Diet Pepsi, because they don't have Coke Zero. And I'm gonna chow now. Firstly, so whatever I'm like chatting about or comparing, I'm comparing most of my experience here to Zanzibar. I know I shouldn't, because I know like places are obviously different. And ooh, I didn't even see the cling wrap. And you know, each of them have like their own special touch. But in terms of how far it is away from South Africa, so it's either, I think Zanzibar is about 3.5 hours, and then this one is 4 hours. So that's why I think like I'm comparing, because it's kind of like a either or, which one would I rather go back to, let's say that. So firstly, I must say, I don't know if it's our hotel, but the food here is so nice. Like, it's actually really good, and it's way better than the food in Zanzibar. Like, the food in Zanzibar, I couldn't wait to go home by like the end of the week. But the vibes here in comparison to Zanzibar, it's not it. Like, people here are way more, I would say they're quite like street and conservative, and they're like, you know, obviously they do a really good job. Whatever their job is, they do it really well. But in Zanzibar, you know, like when you think of an island, you think of like those, hey, how you doing? Like, so relaxed vibes. And I think for me, like, they can't top Zanzibar in terms of vibes and atmosphere and like all the little things you can get on the beach. For example, in Zanzibar, we stayed at the one hotel, but we would walk like all the way down the beach and go to like all the other hotels and chill in their lounges or whatever they have. Where here, like, we were walking on the beach yesterday or the day before. We were walking on the beach and we went to the hotel right next door, and they were selling coconuts because our hotel doesn't have coconuts. So we wanted to buy one, and then we said like, hi, can I have coconuts? We'll pay cash. And then they asked for our room number, so we said no, we buy this hotel. And then they said no, they don't sell to people outside of the hotel. Like, how boring. We're still gonna pay the same amount. Whereby Zanzibar, you could like buy stuff at this hotel, you know, like they kind of have like a more sharey vibe. Where here it's like, if you're not from the hotel, you can't use anything, you can't even sit there, you can't even pee there, you know. So I think that for me is a bit like, oh, because we just wanted the coconut, man. I mean, I was so hungry. I just had to get some food. So yeah, that's the only thing. I think they're quite a bit strict here for my liking. I feel like when I go to an island, I want it to be like chilled and laid back, where they are a bit more like, they don't chat, they just do their job. I don't know if that's just my experience, but that's been my experience so far. So yesterday we went on a tour of the south of the island, and honestly, like, I feel like we wasted money with that one, because this tour was like to the central part of the island. I don't remember the area, I must go look on the map. We went to like, I think 3 or 4 places in total. 2 of them were basically like stores that are almost the exact same. The first stop was where they make like these little boats, which is really cool to see. They make like these small versions of actual boats, so like of the Jack Sparrow boat, of the Titanic, of all of these like boats that you would know, famous boats. They make like small versions of them, or the size, which is really cool to see. But then there's the store aspect after that. I must say, like, they are so pushy for you to buy things, like to the point where it's kind of annoying. So I would say, if you're doing the store, rather like get a car and do it yourself. Because when we booked the store initially, the guy said that, because we wanted to do the zip line, there's like this zip line where you can drive on a bike and or a bicycle, and the guy was saying like the whole time, no, that's boring. Like, he was like dismissing it, we shouldn't do it. And then he's like, no, let me put you on a nice tour of the south. And he said to us, we can just ask our driver to take us to the bicycle thing, because it's in the same area, it's also in the south. So now we go to the first boat place, and then we buy some things from the shops, whatever. And then literally like we go to the shop next door. It has the same things as the other shop, and those people also want us to buy the same stuff. So we were like, no, let's get out of here. One thing, they don't put salt on their chicken. So then we get into the car and he says, okay, we're going to the next destination, which is rum tasting. So obviously, like, I think as a South African, whenever you're here tasting, you think it's gonna be like really cool and you're gonna see how everything is made, whatever. And we're driving, and it's like quite a bit of a drive in between these places. We get there, it's literally like the size of a store, a tiny store, selling the same things that we just saw at the other store. And the rum tasting is literally like, it's basically like they sell alcohol there and they take out 3 shot glasses for you to taste rum in the store, where they also sell, like, you know, whatever you call it, memorabilia, whatever. So this lady just takes out 3 little shot glasses and she is hard selling the stuff. And Ambrose is like, no, we don't want, like, he doesn't like rum, he doesn't want it. And this lady is not letting it go. Like, she's showing us all the different sizes of the stuff, and we're like, no thank you, no thank you. And we like left that shop within 5 minutes because it was too much. We were getting a sense of we're gonna keep on seeing the same things and it's just gonna be stores the whole time. So we asked the guy, like, listen, how far away are we from the bicycle zip line? And then he's like, no, it's quite far. So we're like, okay. And we're like, you know, like, is it possible for us to go that way? And then he's like, yes, but you must book that with the other guy, and we're on a schedule that we have to follow, so we can't go there today. So we're like, what the hell? Like, the other guy literally told us just to tell the driver where we want to go, because we hired this guide. Mind you, you pay like quite a bit of a price, because he said to us, like, it's not just a driver, it's a tour guide. This guy told us nothing. Like, he didn't even go with us into the places to explain like how or why we're going there or what like makes us special. Like, he just dropped us and then he would wait in the car. And even like while we were driving, we had to like ask him, oh, what is that, what is that? And then he'll tell us like 2 minutes of it and then he'll be done. So I don't know why we were paying for a guided tour when there was no guide. It was just tour. Anyway, so then we're like, okay. So Emrys was getting a bit annoyed at this point, because it wasn't like what the other guy was saying. So then we go to the next place, which was the waterfall. This was really cool. It looked very pretty, like you could take nice pictures, but it's also just like the steps to watch the waterfall. You don't get like close to it or anything. So it's just like a little sightseeing moment, but it's very, very pretty. And then after that, we went to the 7 colors, which is like 7 colored sand. But this is definitely weather dependent, because when we got there, it was raining. So the sand got wet. Then it just looks like mud, like dark mud. You can't see the colors. And then we were like, oh. So we went up, we saw this ice cream. The ice cream was very yummy. So we bought the ice cream. And as we were enjoying the ice cream, there's also turtles. So we went to go look at the big turtles. Was it tortoise? I think it's tortoise. Big tortoise, one of the two. Anyway. So we went to go look at them, and while we were doing that, the sun came out and it dried the sand up a bit, and then we could see the color. But from what we saw on social media, it's much more visible when it's super sunny. So I would say like leave this one out if you are going like when it's raining. So this is also very pretty, and they are expanding like the boardwalk, so very nice. And then after that, we went to go eat by a place that's close by. The food was nice. I think it's called Chamarel, something like that. But it was very nice, pretty for pictures. So what I would suggest, if you get the option to do this tour when it includes like the waterfall, the rum tasting. Oh, we also went to a place where they do wine tasting. It's a lychee winery where they make wine with lychees. And like, if you come from South Africa, especially like if you like us, like we live so close to so many wineries, and literally like me in our primary school, they take you on wine farm tours. So I think for us that know like the wineries or go to like the wine farms or whatever, this was very underwhelming. So don't waste your time unless you want to go taste just for the tasting, like tasting the lychee wine, then it's fine. But the tour, it's just like one room where they have like 4 things where they put the wine stuff in, and then the rest of the time they put you in front of a TV to watch a video. So it's not like our wine tours where they take you onto the farm and see like where things are getting plucked, or you can even pluck it yourself. Like that's how I know winery tours to be like, because that's how they obviously do ours back home. So I think for those of us that come from these places where you do these tours like all the time, or you've seen it like at least 1 or 2 times, it's very underwhelming. So I would say maybe just go for the tasting, also do the tour like you're literally just gonna sit in front of a TV. So yeah, so that's the 4 places we went to. So what I would say is, don't hire the tour guide that's gonna guide you. Rather get a car or get a taxi to just take you to that side of the island, and then do it yourself, like quickly pop in by the boat place, because the tour of the boat thingy is like how they make the boats. It's quite cool, but it's literally like 5 minutes, and we spent almost 40 minutes there because they were taking us through the whole shop, and it took so long because we bought one of the mini boats, and it took so long to wrap it because obviously they want you to buy more, spend more time in the shop. So I would say like hire your own car. It will be much cheaper than renting now the tour guide, or just rent like a driver instead of it being a tour guide that's gonna guide you, but then they don't. So get a driver or get a car, then just go stop by, I would say, the boat place, quickly go for the little tour, and then go by the winery, but just do the tasting. Like you can literally see the whole place through a little window, so you don't have to do the tour because it's like a 20-minute video that you sit and watch. And then yeah, go to the 7 sands or 7 colors at your own time, because we went on the tour and they took quite quick there because you wanted to get to the restaurant for us to go eat. But there's also like a little restaurant, so I would rather eat there or like get some snacks there, whatever. Because the restaurant's food is nice, but it's not like amazing, like the views and stuff isn't amazing. So I would rather eat there at the 7 colors because they have like sugarcane juice and you can sit there. I think it's very cute there, like to chill there for about 2 hours. So I would rather do that and then drive to the ziplining thing myself. Yeah, so I do think we lost a bit of money with that one. But tomorrow we're doing like an ocean tour, so I'm guessing that's going to be much more fun. Or I'm hoping, but you can never go wrong with the ocean. So that was our first experience, whereas in Zanzibar, I must say like the guided tours were much more informative, and the people are like very chatty, like the people from there. So they would tell you like nice stories, like even though we're literally just looking at a building, they'll tell you like a whole story about it. And also the tour prices in Zanzibar is way more cheaper than the prices here. They also have like a rich history in like the buildings and all of that stuff, where here, like we went to the temple, but yet again the guy he fed the fish instead of telling us. We didn't even know where we were. Like we asked him like, so what is this? And then he just said, oh yeah, it's a temple. Yeah, so I don't know if we just got like not a nice guide or if that's what the tour is always like. But it was a very mid experience, like 5 out of 10. The only thing that saved it was the 7 colors, that the colors came out, and the pretty waterfall. So that was basically the past 2 days. Other than that, like our hotel has very nice entertainment at night, and it's very pretty. This beach is not really swimmable. Like this beach is like you just go stand with your feet in the water. So we are gonna go to another beach either today or tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're just gonna go to the beaches instead of swimming here. I am taking a chill day today, so I might put on some makeup and go take pictures because we're only gonna leave the resort. Yeah, and now I'm just gonna enjoy my food because I've been chatting with you guys and barely eating. Here's a bit of the tour that I forgot to show you guys. So we also went to a temple. Yet again, I still don't know what temple this was because our tour guide didn't tell us anything, but he really loves animals, so he went to go buy bread for us to feed the fishes, and this was very fun. But we did end up spending too much time here, so that's why we were a bit late for the other things and we had to do the other stuff way faster. We also didn't go inside of the temples because it was quite busy and people were actually praying inside, so I just felt like it's a bit disrespectful, so we didn't go inside. And then he also took us to the spot where you can feed the monkeys, or you can't actually, but he now knew about it. And we fed the monkeys and they literally came up to our car to come fetch the bread. So this was very fun. I'll give our tour guide a few brownie points for the spot, even though I had no idea where we were, what the places were called, but at least we got to see some cute monkeys. And we also went to see an inactive volcano, which was also cool, but only you need like 10 minutes, so get your own car. Hi monkey! Hi Shane! Hello monkey!
Champion!
We?
Champ!
Yes!
Hello! Hello!
I reckon I'm biting. That's a papa monkey. Kijk hoe vat hulle die rams. Kijk, hy papa. So today we are going on an excursion. It's Monday, by the way. And we are going to go on a catamaran trip to another smaller island where we're going to have, I think, lunch on the island somewhere. So we're taking this boat to get to those boats. And then we're going to go in there somewhere and go for a bit of snorkeling. Yeah. Hi monkey! Oh yan na. Tangkalaw sa coast. Wow! Ready? So today we are doing the island tour, and this was amazing. This was organized by the same company that organized the other tour for us, but this was way better and definitely worth the money. So I don't think the company is bad. I just think that the tour of the south, either we got not a nice guide or driver, or it was just not for us, because we prefer like doing things actively, where that was more like going to stores and just like staring at things. So I think maybe it's also like a personal preference, but this was amazing. And look at how blue the water is. There's absolutely no filter on this. This is just like how it looks. So in this they also have parasailing that you can do for extra. I just wasn't in the mood. Emrose also, he actually didn't mind. He said we can go, but I was just not feeling up for it. Spoiler alert, I was actually pregnant here and I had no idea. So maybe it was the baby on the inside telling me not to do it, and it also now added up why I was tired this entire trip. But like I said, I didn't know yet, so I was living my best life in Mauritius. So this was basically our baby moon without knowing that there was a baby to moon for. Just to island girls and boys. I know. Pinkies like that. We are about to go to, what is the lighthouse?
All later.
Die oilo.
Us sucker later.
Ons is Lammersbaai.
Lammers by wishes.
Huh?
Lammers by wens.
Wat?
Lammers by wens kon so mooi lyk.
Oh my word. Okay, ze zijn mamas waar die op die golfbaan.
Ja, het is mooi. Alright, baby.
Yeah, I look wild now. But we are now on a little island where we're gonna have lunch. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna eat, but I think it's like a mixture of fish and chicken.
I'm also here, guys.
Yes, I'm not here alone. I'm here with Ambrose. Hy is ook hier
I'm
so.
a fish.
And this is where we're eating. Yeah, I'm gonna sit close to die. Little cute setup. I'll make some clips for you guys of what we are eating. Look, Daddy, I'm a snoek. Is het broodje? By een sonder iets op of met iets op. Hierso. Dink is garlic broodjie. Ja. Die brood is baie lekker. Maar alle brood is baie lekker. Ik weet niet wat is dit nu. Oh, is vis. Lekker.
Varken en muis.
Ik had nog niet jou ingegeten.
快点吃了，来了。
toch wel sterk. Maar we gaan nog weer van. Hij zei.
Thank you.
Alle vis is baie lekker, né? Ek is nie so groot vismensie, maar alle vis is baie lekker.
不谁叫你不做的呢？快点。
Alle vis smaak regtig goed nou. Dit is seker die beste tasting chicken wat ek al sover gehad het. Die ander chicken smaak so nog lewendig.
先吃我的。
Né?
Die ook zo snoep.
Die vis.
鲫鱼。
Oh, ja, doen.
你敢弄了什么？
Lekker. Alle rijst is baie lekker.
这个没你呀。你的鸡腿是不是有点小？要不要拿我的？这个没柠檬。给你什么？哪里柠檬啊？
Listen, if you're thinking that I'm looking more tan than the last time I vlogged, it's because I've low-key been neglecting you guys. Listen, after that trip, we were super tired and literally like we decided to extend our trip, and we have been here for extra 3 days. So we basically moved from our hotel that we were staying to another hotel because we wanted to see another side of the island. So we're staying literally on the complete opposite side of where we initially stayed. So the first hotel was the Intercontinental Hotel at Baklava Resort, something like that. And now we moved to the Lux Lemon. This is where we're staying now. I didn't even make a video of how the room looked when we got here, but it looked really, really pretty. Like, it's insane. I think for the first one, you can also see like I was speaking about the place. I was still a bit like Zebby Downy, and I was like, it's okay, it's not wow. But this place where we're staying at now, like, completely changed my whole vibe. But this place is like what you see in the movies, what you dream of, what you think of when you think of this type of holiday. And also just like that second trip we did was amazing. I don't think the first trip was a waste, but I do think like there's cheaper or better ways to do it than what we did. But that second trip was definitely worth the price. Both of the trips worked out about 5,000 Rand per couple. So we spent 10,000 Rand for the north trip and the south trip. And like spending 5,000 Rand for the second trip on the Catamaran and all of that, that was way more worth it than the first one. I don't think the first one was worth it. But I did check the prices on all the other sites and it is the same price. Like, that's the standard price. I must say, like, I never like Well, I always wondered why people say Mauritius is expensive because the flights to here are not bad. I think the hotels themselves, like per room, is not bad, but the food and like everything else is super, super expensive. Yo, guys, literally like a pasta is 800 rand, which is crazy because it's so basic and so small, but most of the food here is super yummy. So this is the second place where we're staying, and I'm really enjoying it here. I'll show you guys what the room looks like, even though we've been staying here for 3 days, so it is a bit of a mess. But this place is so pretty, so I can't not show it to you. How insane is this place? Like, it's so gorgeous. I can't get over it. Like, when I tell you we do not want to leave, I'm not even joking. Like, if we could stay for 5 more days, we would. But we miss our dogs, we miss our home. So today is our last day and we're just gonna enjoy it fully. We have about 2 hours left before our transfer comes, or I think, yeah, 2 hours. And then we need to go home. We are excited to see our dogs, but we are definitely gonna miss this place so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog and enjoy the last few moments with me.